Here we have legend. Watto and welcome. First one through the door. Hello, hello. How goes it, friend? And Dustin, first! Yeah. Legend, there's a whole ass door. It's right there. It's still got the leftovers from the last attempt at the E-Cheese zone on there. Actually, I need to rework that one. Let's move that to the 21st. Dustin, Fearless, Wolfcrad, Keldra, Watto and welcome! Okay. How you all doing, friends? Our hunt was interesting, Fearless. It was definitely interesting. Got a lot of... Okay, no. Got a potential, but got a lot of logistics and real-world conversations to have, so... Well, Keldra, I hope your hands are feeling better after. We're talking like full-on furniture, not like dinky teeny tiny furniture. Leftover apple birthday pie legend sounds lovely. How you all doing, friends? Tell me your tales. We're going to dabble in a little bit of Rainworld today and see what happens. Raven, Watto and welcome. Oh, hang on a second, friends. A wasp has decided to stray into the house. This will be his last headshot. Doomslayer, power on. There was a wasp that came in. I was about to obliterate it, but it saw the fear that was coming and ran. Sorry, Longshipian friends. It's partially a trained response. I worked in a cafe inside a tourist trap 1,000 years ago. Well, okay, it wasn't really a tourist trap. It was tourist trap-esque. It was Bigna Roman Villa. One of the few places in the UK where you can actually walk on a real Roman floor. My boss and the main tour guide was deathly allergic to wasps. But due to all the open-air, thousands and thousands of year-old objects, and the fact that I was serving food, I couldn't use like sprays or pesticides. So I developed like a reflex attack. There was a time when I could cut one of those little buggers in half with a tea towel without even trying. So yeah. Oh, lovely. Phil said that they got to see the Roman baths in Bath. Interestingly, a location that's name changes drastically depending on where you're from. Are you going to Bath or Bath? So whether you're visiting it from the south or the north. Hookshot, Watto and welcome. Honestly, while we are going to be playing Rainworld today, Rainworld's just kind of a putz about. I am not dead. I am not dead. Or at least, I am still in a functioning state of undeath. Yeah, or if you're Klingon, Bahath. Well, so Angel Kalina, some of the bards did use lead lining. This is a fascinating thing that has been semi-debunked. That one of the reasonings that people assumed for, like, Classics era history lead poisoning was due to lead being used in baths and piping and stuff. Turns out, they were using it as a fucking, like, salt, pepper shaker. They would use ground up lead on food because it was fucking tasty. Sorry, Vanderbeest. What and welcome, friend. The gloves do make me feel like I need to be doing all sorts of nonsense. Thank you for filling the pint glass. Numbers, I am in a functioning state of undeath, is how I would describe my my current situation. But I did watch new Castlevania last night, and shocking no one, it's really good.
Cannonball.
Pachow! Oh wow! That one corgi joined the feckin' Kerbals. Sorry, Vanderbeest, numbers, thank you. Yeah, so genres, it's been a week and change since using the gloves, and they have helped. You know, I've been doing the same amount of like typing and video games and stuff, so it's been good. It's been good. Like, I think we'll probably upgrade to something more than just like the cheapos. And the kind of like the bad across the knuckles there seems to have eased up as well.
The Longship, wearing their ceremonial robes, standing in a circle, chanting necromantic incantations to rouse Wolf from his repose on the slab. Klaatu, Barata, Notica. Barata.
Klaatu, Barata. Phyllis, thank you kindly. Wolfgrad says in Hitman all the best suits are something with gloves. That's a very good point. However, I'm vain as fuck. And so when playing Hitman, I match my suit to my sniper rifle of choice for that mission. Oh, what are you talking about? What the fuck? Legend, feckin' thank you. That's fucking cool of you. I'm sorry. I looked down and I'm like, why are we dropping frames already? I'm going to have to go and fight something. And then Legend's like, surprise, $25 in donations. Holy shit. I don't know if... sorry. Legend. That's a fuckload of money. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Moz, Watto, and welcome back. Hello, hello. Numbers, you are correct. The Shadow of the Jarlossus is nearing like a 1/3 down. It's happening. It's happening. Well, Legend, I assume a fuckload is slightly more than a buttload. Finding out that a buttload is actually a measurement of alcohol, I think, is a shocking stepping stone in every adult life. Leave that over there. Anyway, how are you all doing, friends? Watto and welcome. Hello, hello. I was just going to say that, sadly, I'll never be able to pull off a Agent 47 look, as I just look like washed up Vegas style. What's the ginger bloke from Final Fantasy VII? I look like one of the Turks that no one hires. Oh, Legend. I would exclusively refer to barrels as butts. Exclusively. If I worked in the alcohol field, if I wasn't just an aggressive amateur. Yeah, Raven, kind of like if you took Renault and you just, left him in the oven for like 20 years. Applying gin liberally. Oh. Anyway, how are you all doing, friends? Video game news has not been dull. It's pretty heavy. So, like, we're certainly not seeing anything resembling chill. No, numbers, I didn't know that. Oh, fucking hell.
More like Agent 97, am I right?
I mean, yes. murder sheep bloke, if you will. Fucking hell, you lot. Dustin and Legend, thank you both. Lost Flowers, what a welcome. Hello, hello! And Jam, I can't promise you that I'll be able to help with productivity, but I can certainly help with distractions. Good at that. So, you lovely, wonderful lot, how are you doing? What-o and welcome. Finally returning back to Rain World today. I think it needs to happen. What are you attempting to distract me from? No, numbers, thank you for the 100. Again, so Dustin, Legend, thank you. I'm not doing great in my own little noggin, so I apologise. So I'm just, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Nice try, Lizzie, nice try. I know for a fact nobody's been in here.
Reactor online. Sensors
Hey!
online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
That's a nice round number.
Heck yeah, it is. Heck yeah, it is. Yeah, no, that's the full 5 years. Anyway, you lovely Mother Hubbards, how are you lot doing? So Sailor is asking, is anyone in the Seattle region able to volunteer last minute to help staff the Geek Curl Con this weekend? I mean, ask in Discord just in case people miss it here, but like, I know there's a few peeps that don't have anything going on this weekend. I won't even be able to go as an attendee, but... and Lizzie, well done. Well done. And yes, I do have my emotional support Wipeout-inspired soundtrack playing right now. Yeah, how are you all doing, friends? Sorry. Just kind of... It's going to be good to back it. It's going to be good to jump back into some Rain World. It's been far, far too long. I'm just kind of in... I'm just kind of in... I don't know. So, is this pre-Desert Bus thing just like a pre-charity drive or what have you? Because going for like a double hit. Oh, shit, you. Okay. Wait, no, hang on. It can't be their 10th. Yeah, there's no way it's their 10th, because they were up well before Rome 2 came out. Like, I chatted to Graham before Rome came out. Oh. good on him. Like, I haven't spoken to Graham in like 1,000 years, but yeah. As Salem is saying, so for those of you based in the Greater Seattle region, Geek Girl Con is desperately looking for volunteers this weekend. It seems a few of their go-to squad got hit with bad luck. So, if you are in the Greater Seattle region and you have your time to volunteer, feckin' go for it. Bring the thunder. Oh, okay. Anyway, so for those of you in the North American regions, happy Jump Scared by Your Phone Day. I was informed by the dregs of social media that the alarm going off today would have activated the secret serum in all of our vaccines, and it varied. Some said that it was going to start a sleeper agent program. Others said it would turn us into zombies. To which I responded that, I'm going to dress up real fancy today so I come across as special infected. I forgot to do that. So, yeah. Yeah, Sadlin, I'm with you there. No explosion, no microwave powers. Square Peg was turned into a plank of wood. Bacon's with brains. I read that in the spice style there, Bacon. Yeah, legend. See, that's the thing. Joke's on them. If you're already undead, what's it gonna do? But... God darn it, Square Peg. You know what? I walked into that one. That's on me. That's on me. Oh... So, we don't have to talk about the game news today. Like, there's nothing super duper earth-shattering. It turns out one of the gentlemen that popped in yesterday had been doing a investigative video on what happened to hyenas, and has given a little bit more interesting info on hyenas as a whole, which has kind of been fascinating to read about. And it's a hard thing because, like, when you're in proxy to things in game dev, it feels bad to talk about because it's like, it's not your story, right? So we can chat about that one. It's been kind of fascinating because I've only gotten to read the cliff notes. It was the video that they quoted me in from LinkedIn. So to offset any nonsense banter in the industry, this is Moonring. Moonring is classic Ultima with a fancier swath of paint. For those who don't remember, which is entirely fine because it was 1,000 years ago, in the beginning there was Rogue, and Rogue was balls hard, but it was ASCII characters representing like D&D style dungeon crawl, and it inspired a lot of people. It has a sequel, NetHack, which was the same but more. Aw, hey Relu, I'm happy to be a Snoozy's second screen. It's gonna be a lot of Rain World. But yeah, so NetHack and Rogue really inspired a lot of people. Now, I always have to check between adventure game, or the game adventure, okay, so Adventure was 1980. So when did... oh shit, Rogue was developed same year. Huh, fascinating. So yeah, as you well know, Rogue is kind of like the building blocks of a lot of like creative and explorative games. And is the very reason we have the term roguelike. Anyway, Rogue, NetHack, Adventure, they all do gangbusters, right? End up inspiring the industry. And one of the people inspired was Richard Garriott, aka Lord British, and he would go on to make Ultima, which was the same concepts as Rogue and Adventure, but with the potential to increase and decrease in scale. So, like, you could be walking around a dungeon, but then you could walk out the dungeon and be in the overworld. Whoa! It's feckin' inspired. Also, in later parts of the series, the character creation was like a personality test, which I thought was real cool. Anyway, some ex-Blizz individuals recently put out this game, Moonring, and it is free. It is incredibly good. Like, and it hits that sweet spot between, like, Caves of Quads, I have no idea what's going on, I'm just happy to be here, and Ultima's, you are the shining knight of victory! Ha ha ha! You know. Like, Ultima is based on the things that the life of... the quest for the Holy Grail took the piss out of. Those, like, you know, 70s Arthurian po-faced movies and whatnot. And again, for those who either don't know or had forgotten, Richard Garriott did go by Lord British at events and did dress in full Ren Fair gear for, like, OG.
This motherfucker, the entire time I want to call HR,
Yeah.
is whining at me for attention. I woke him up on a song.
Well, I take it by it being quick, that was good, right?
Oh, it was just, hey, this is what's up, this is what's up, this is what's up.
Okay.
He's like, what's up? Alright. And he's like, what's up? Okay. And then it was over.
Alright, I was just talking to these numpties about 1,000-year-old pixel art games that no one else cares about except for me. That's my jam. So Hillian says, I wonder if the Ultima series could be done justice if they ever tried a semi-modern remake, remaster of it. Oh, I think so. And honestly, it shocks me that Moonring is no money because it absolutely demonstrates that it does. Like, especially with, like, the freedom of systems, people are a lot more... It's a lot more understood. It's a lot more acceptable. You know, the idea of, like, quick-fire campaigns where you make a character and what you do shapes them makes a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, then Moray, you're going to have a great time with it. Again, it's free, so you can have a little putz about with it. And just like with Ultima and NetHack and stuff like that, it's very freeform. Attack who you want, do what you want, just suffer the consequences. PBS, NetHack was... Oh no.
My friend broke into a store and stole things.
Oh no.
The police came looking for him at my house saying,
Uh-huh.
We want to talk to you about your involvement with the robbery.
Is Jerry the berry? Akira Zero, thank you kindly. Sorry, you're all being feckin' lovely today, and I am not okay. Sorry. No, just thank you. I'm trying to find my Chewy Nougat Center right now. And apparently that Chewy Nougat Center is talking about old games. Vanderbeest, thank you for refilling the pint glass. Phyllis, Ultima 7 is not. Ultima Underworld absolutely is. And, like, Ultima Underworld is where we have immersive sims, right? That is... Like, that is the progenitors. That is the birthplace. Like, that's the point where an RPG stops being an RPG and starts being potentially an immersive sim. If you hadn't heard of it, Ultima Underworld is a fucking mess of a game, but it has no restraint. It's like, you know what? Let's bundle as many cool, new, interesting systems into this. Just see what happens. Like, it was a mouse and keyboard game, but you controlled it as with old kind of 3D dungeon crawlers. Like, you move forward a section, turn 45 degrees, 90 degrees. Good at math. But you could use the mouse to click on and interact with anything. And this opened up a lot of, like, find and combine surprises. It's really good. It plays like hot garbage now. And, well, I guess I watched the episode of Errant Signal on the OG System Shock. Because I'm always down to watch a video about System Shock. And it was interesting thinking about the things that have changed from the original to the remake with System Shock. But, you know, System Shock wouldn't have existed without Ultima Underworld, and then we wouldn't have a immersive sim, so yeah. I always love charting the family tree of these things. Sometimes it's not always 100% clear, but it's still fun, you know? Red Burning Dragon says, when are we getting the monster and the scab dreams, Will? I don't know. When the banter begins to pitter off and all that is left for us is sharpened rebar and vengeance. Flower says they were going to do one of those Inktober prompt lists for writing this month, but 4 days in and nothing has been written. Yeah, I mean, I'm there with you. My life continues to unravel faster than I can put it back together. But the intent of finally writing a book, for no other reason than just tell people to get fucked. Like, I'm literally going to call it Fuck You, I'm Dyslexic by Will Overguard. The worst book ever written. I mean, Caffeine, it's coming. So Caffeine did a dive into the BattleBots match. Sorry, the BattleBots event for tomorrow, and it looks like it's supposed to be like a best of the best series. So, like, every Thursday for a few weeks, they're gonna put together a hand-picked roster of mechs that will do battle for our entertainment until, via the process of elimination knockout, only one remains. So I don't know how tomorrow's going to go. I think I'm just going to, like, pick a favorite and roll from there, you know? And Chaunerus, I'm also really enjoying the Children of Doom series because it's so much easier than trying to explain to people how the different lineages throughout video games have come together. The reason I'm talking about this is that my first proper introduction to Ultima wasn't actually Ultima. It was the Ultima knockoff inside System Shock 2. Now, obviously, I was aware that Ultima existed, but it didn't really interest me because I was an edgy cool kid who watched The Matrix a lot and had intimate knowledge of airsoft weapons. By which I mean I wasn't cool at all. But I was going to play a nerd game. Psh, I'm cool. I play shooters and games that shoot stuff, you know? Yeah, so I never really tried Ultima, but then doing my usual kind of like cheeky hacker build for System Shock, I hacked the Game Pig, which is their knockoff Game Boy, to unlock all of the games, and one of them is a knockoff of Ultima, and I finally got it. PVS, no, I had a katana from an anime convention. I know, I'm super cool. Ah! I don't know. What is it they say in Adventure Time? Sucking at something is the first step to not sucking at something. Like, being a massive dork is the first step into finding your true self. Alright, Akira, have a lovely rest of your day. To be continued, friend. And yeah, like, Phyllis, the Errant Signal take on Marathon was really good because it kind of cut to the quick of it. It's also, the more I the more I ponder on Marathon and why it was really, really good, the more I'm kind of concerned that the next entry is going to be an extraction shooter, but that could be because I spent the whole day reading up on what has and hasn't been said about hyenas. That's the game that got killed that was at CA, and yeah. Like I said, I don't know how hard I want to go into discussing it because a few of the stories aren't mine to tell. But yeah. Moz just saying, welcome to shooters. You shoot things, some points, walk around the rest of the time going, where the fuck did I go? Yo, playing Descent and Descent 2 as a Wien cured me of, like, navigational problems. When you had to... Alright, if you never played Descent, don't worry. It's absolute peak vertigo motion sickness, the video game. The pitch was like Doom but a jet fighter. And actually got to play it on a rollerball, which was kind of cool. But the idea is, you're in a jet fighter, you fly around, you kill enemy jet fighters, you save these like lost miners or colonists or what have you, and then once you've saved them all, you blow up the reactor, fly out. Simples. But the thing is, it's old school level design, so it is grey corridors and sometimes blue corridors if you're lucky. Then you blow up the reactor and you have to get out in a time limit. So you not only have to find your way in through the maze to the core, you then have to find your way out. And let me tell you, that anxiety-inducing nonsense is great for forcing you to learn how to navigate. Oh yeah, no, Wolfgrad's entirely correct. Half of Descent was learning the route in and out to the core after you'd cleared it and practicing it. Yeah. But Alnus, it's like, if you had to shoot that missile in the heart of the Death Star, and also every corridor on the Death Star was exactly identical, and also up and down. Oh, I forget where I was going. Oh, yes! Just that Descent kind of cured that old school shooter of, where am I going? Ah, good times, good times. I will say, if you want to experience the good bits of the old classic, and I still resent the term boomer shooter, because, once again, none of the aforementioned described boomers I knew ever played video games. Like, they don't get to claim Doom and Duke Nukem and whatnot, but unfortunately genres have a way of, like, organically growing, and I might as well be yelling at the sea, you know what I mean? But no, if you wanted to experience that whole sphere really, really well, honestly, 40k bolt gun, spot on. Like, it nails the aesthetic and the feeling of it, even compared to, modern shooty gun bang. Do your worst, the sea. I immediately regret my decision. And Lagmeister Watto, and welcome. Hello, hello. Oh, sorry, did anybody not get a hello from me? My apologies. Kind of not batting for 100 today. Oh, but yeah, so just to offset the sad times, bad times. To offset the sad times, bad times, I just kind of want to focus on Moonring and how fecking good it is. Oh, I mean, Fearless, if you get the chance to play Bolt Gun and really get into the guts of it, it's so inspired by the great things that came before. And yeah, Catherine, I did see that Deep Rock Galactic were rolling the dice on some Vampire Survivors-esque nonsense. Do you know what has been really kind of kicking around in the back of my skull? Loop Hero still hasn't done like a DLC update or like a big old chunky content patch. Like, I'm not saying that every game has to have DLC and every game has to be constantly always be selling, but like, I don't know. It's interesting to look at the success of Vampire Survivors and be like, oh shit, Loop Heroes was definitely hitting that. And Moz, you did just hear Rock and Stone! But yeah, like, video game news is getting real messy real fast, and I don't know if we want to get into it, you know. Alright, has anyone played a game called Silent Hope? Let's have a look. See if I can visibly remember it. God, I haven't seen head nor high on this one. I mean, it's being published by Xseed and Marvelous, so there's no indication whether it's going to be good or terrible or brilliant. But yeah, so Lagmeister, I wonder if they're just like saving the time to just do like a big old drop update for Loop Hero with DLC, or something else has happened. But I don't know, just Loop Hero seemed rife to continue taking over, and it just kind of stopped. What numbers? Like, Xseed is okay. Like, not everything they bring over is a non-stop banger. You know, there's a few stinkers in there for sure, but there's also they've also got some real big hits. You know, they know what they're about, porting over like Japanese and oceanic territory titles and going from there. But sadly, they are by no means like a guaranteed sign of you should definitely buy this video game. Numbers, you are correct. Xseed is the reason the Trails series exists. But it's also the reason that we have, where was it? The PC port of Bullet Witch. Where was the, Akiba Strip, the video game where you must punch random femme-presenting folks to find out if they're a witch, depending on how their clothes explode. Sadly, they're not all bangers. I mean, they handled one part of the publishing of Potionomics, which is great. But yeah, Loop 8 Summer of Gods is definitely not sitting in a good spot. Anyway, like, they know what they're about. They're about bringing Japanese games, like, to an English language audience, and they do that. And Captain Hillian, I had heard there was a Darktide patch coming. I hadn't had the chance to, like, check the lay of the land and see how it's received. It's hard to know at the moment because, like, everyone's kind of in this, like, post-super news soup at the moment. So, sentiment's real hard to gauge. And I do not have time to start a brand new Darktide run. Oh, interestingly, Darktide dropped on Game Pass. Oh, lovely. But no, like, it sounds rad as heck. If we see them, by the way, Swedish chef Jokum, one of our long-shipping regulars and creating the department artifacts, managed to win an Australian Game Developer Award for excellence in emerging games. So, if you see him, congratulate him, because fucking good on him, you know? Like, they were up against a lot of banging titles, including Stray Gods. Although Stray Gods did get crowned the kind of the game of the year. So, like, I can't claim Chef as a Longshipian staple, but, you know, I'm real fucking proud for him, you know? It's just, friends, it's hard not to go hard on the hyenas discussion. Right. And shocking nobody, EA's still a piece of shit. Yeah, Dice Goddess, it was cool to wake up and be like, yeah, Chef's got a cool award. Fuck yeah. So, that's what we like to see. More of that. Heckin' more of that. Well, excuse me. My emotional support tune's not quite doing the heavy lifting I hoped they would. That's fine. We'll just use the adrenaline of Rainworld to power through. Yeah. Sorry. I want to report on more good things in the gaming space. You know what I mean? And not even report, because, like, I'm not your news outlet. I'm your water cooler discussion friendo. I saw the team that voted, the QA team that voted to unionize, who were working on Dragon Age Dreadwolf, have all been laid off by EA. They just wholesale got rid of the entire operation. Not the entirety of Dreadwolf. Although that's probably coming. Oh yeah, we saw that Bandcamp's union is definitely going to be batting strong, so I guess that's some good news. Capcom is doing some strange flexing on... Okay, not strange because good on them, but they've managed to port Resident Evil Village to iOS. So, I think that's fascinating. Now, we know that, at least up until now, premium price point games just don't sell on mobile, but who knows? It could get weird. Things could get shook up. I'd be down for that. Oh yes, that was the other thing, was that aside from that QA team being let go, that former BioWare employees are going to be taking, or at least attempting to take EA to court over the manner in which they were let go. As I believe, Lizzie, it was yourself that put it like, it's another company falling afoul of the... Oh no, Moose was saying. American parent company forgets about their country's laws, writes an unenforceable contract. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Oh, interesting, Moose. Like, thank you for the clarification. This is why I always try and let these things percolate a little bit before we get stuck in, but... key workers laid off the unionized QA. Hey, what was that?
Humble store purchase.
What did you pick up?
$4.94.
Which of you lovely Mother Hubbards was that? Oh my word. I might have an ill-advised afternoon Red Bull once we get started. Ooh, lovely. Durry picked up the Red Strings Club. You are going to have a wonderful time with that. Oh. Air Dragon, I am not sure what you mean by that acronym, but lovely to see you. Watto and welcome. I was explaining to somebody last night that acronyms are the fucking bane of my life some days. You know, especially with the new Armored Core game, with Armored Core just out, and apparently the new Assassin's Creed being good. It's just melting what little of my tiny brain hasn't been consumed by undead rot. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's do something ill-advisable. I am going to get a Red Bull. I'm going to save one for tomorrow for Armored Core, but I'm going to get caffeinated.
Kill with Books just purchased Humble Book Bundle. Assassin's Creed Mega Bundle for $18.
It is very hard to be stressed and sad when you are vibrating between the very molecules of life. Okay, the National Labour Relation Board. God, I'd never know that. I was like, what kind of game is NLRB? Night Longship Red Bull Battle. I don't know.
Reactor online.
Oh,
Sensors
C222,
online.
watch and welcome.
Online. All systems
Take him out of the microwave. He's done. Cook him a kipper. He'll be
Take
back
me
for
out of the
breakfast.
microwave. I'm done.
C222, thank you for 5 fucking years of subs. Like, and again. Oh shit.
Humble Manga Bundle. Diverse manga by Saturday AM was just purchased for $18.
Shit, what's in that bundle? So yeah, whoever that was, seriously, thank you. Like, again, I know that fecking about with partner links is a pain in the arse. And looking at this, I don't know any of these titles.
Humble Book Bundle. Shadowrun Legends Fiction Collection by Catalyst Game Labs was just
But that I
purchased
do
for
know, and you're
$18.
gonna have a bloody good time with it. C222 says they've aged 10 years in those 5. Not necessarily due to the stream, that I'm obviously not trying hard enough. I sentence you to 1 Battle Techmas. Okay. Ill-advised caffeinated beverages. Let's go. But anyway, C222, just thank you. And now I've kind of got my...
I only started getting grey hairs after you started streaming. Coincidence? Yes, yet it is.
I don't know, same. I didn't start getting grey hairs until I was already streaming. Coincidence? I think not. Thank you for the 200, Fearless. And no, seriously, all of you, thank you. Again, Dustin and Legend, you both put in $25 in donations. And I was sitting there like a sad fish with a smacked arse. Thank you. Seriously. I'm super fucking grateful. Yeah, it is a fucking weird time in, like, mainstream video games. And it is very strange to see it all come together. Like, again... What was the person's name? Vuland? Yes. So yeah, the gentleman that stopped in yesterday to chat, turns out had done like a super in-depth thing on hyenas and what happened. And so I've been reading this, I've been reading the transcripts of their video, and there's a couple things that keeps bringing to mind that are making me go, ooh. And one of them is this one. Okay, so hear this. Towards the end, there were people from Sega Japan more or less permanently in the UK office, claimed an anonymous developer. This has never happened the whole time I'm at CA. Usually they come to visit. Yeah, no. So, being owned by a Japanese company meant that they would come visit maybe like twice, 3 times a year. Usually once a year there'd be a big meet conference between all the different studios, like internationally. So like all the European studios, all the American and European studios would all come together for like a big conference. And hey!
Get Your Head in the Game VR was just purchased for $24.
Okay, I don't know who is going on a bundle buying spree, but thank you. You're fucking legend. Like, I don't get to play VR at all. So, like, aside from I Expect You to Die and Virtual Reality, I have no idea if these games are good. Okay, so it's mostly for I Expect You to Die. Hey, I mean, that's basically $24 for that, plus other games. But yeah, so back when I was at the Creative Assembly, Sega would only visit very rarely, and it was more just kind of like they were meeting with the higher ups, so it would just be a view. The fact that Sega were like watching it with a person from SOJ, Sega Japan, is wild. Also, the other one that keeps hitting me is one of the comments of saying how like cried total lack of direction and was asleep at the wheel. Sorry about that. Something just struck me. Apologies there. Apologies. I'm so sorry I'm all over the place today, friends. Like, even putting some jet fuel in this, I'm like, whoa! We went to go view apartments earlier today to try and sort our situation and try and get us into a place that's a lot more affordable, because we can't stay here, unfortunately. I think I explained it to you all, but, like, the TLDR is they're jacking the rent here, but they're also not gonna fix anything. So if we stay here, we will have to pay hundreds more, and still have the same level of not functioning that we've had for quite a while, which I've been very sad about because I don't want to leave this place, even with all of that. But it is what it is, and you know, yeah, no, Keldra, it's super ridiculous, and we put in to move into the downstairs because, from my perspective, the only way that we could stay here is if we have some way of making it easier of living with the dogs. And if we had the teeny tiny garden downstairs, jobs are good. But they didn't. We kept asking, they didn't respond to us until they'd already started letting other people view it, and then they were like, oh yeah, okay, if you go through the full external application process. And we're just like, we're already here, we're not paying you fuck tons of money to do another background check on us. We're already in your fucking flat! But yeah, we wouldn't have got it anyway, because one of the first groups of peeps that saw it had moved in. They're lovely, which is great, but it's... It's been a very stressful day, so that's why I just kind of been like... A bit of the three emotions which I've been able to command. So... Fucking... May the gods help every scab that comes across my way, because here's the thing, I'm not even down to... Oh, and Keldra, I can't really get into too much... I can't really get into too much without, like, giving away too much personal information, but we are getting help, we are sorting stuff, so it's not like we're just sitting here waiting to get chucked on our arse. But yeah. But Keldra, thank you kindly. I do appreciate it. So yeah, I just explaining my chaos. As I said, I did watch New Castlevania last night, and shocking no one, it's bloody marvellous. It's also kind of fascinating to look at what is an excellent blueprint for video game adaptation, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the rest of Netflix's lineup, because the Dragon's Dogma anime was fucking garbage. Like, nothing to redeem garbage. I have a feeling that Onimusha is going to be the same. The Devil May Cry one might be good. And what was the other one? It was Tomb Raider, but that's based on the newer. They're still fucking old by now. But the newer Tomb Raiders, the kind of the prequel series, if you will. And that stuff slapped, so... Ah, there we go. I can pop them back on if my hands start hurting. Well, yeah, so at Hillian, I don't know what was going on, if it was a special event, but Netflix dropped a whole bunch of announcements, trailers, and behind-the-scenes stuff. So there's some, like, actual footage of the Scott Pilgrim anime cartoony goodness. And yeah, there's a few other absolute bangers. But yeah, like, sorry, I keep kind of, like, skimming off the top of, like, gaming news today. It's just, It's not good. It's not good. And I don't think we should actively look away when games news is bad. But, God, sometimes we all need a fucking break, am I right? Like... Oh, as a small aside, that's kind of fun. Another Crab's Treasure, the Solzian Hermit Crab game is out now. That's cool. For those of you who are playing Hitman still, the 25th anniversary of the series is dropping soon. So there'll be a bunch of in-game events and stuff like that, including clubbing. If you like EDM a lot, I guess they'll be just the right person to murder. And honestly, that seems to be the long and short of it with stuff going down. Honestly, I can't tell if there is... I can't tell if there is something brewing. Or if just everyone is avoiding... I can't tell if everybody is just out and out avoiding something. Or if it's just exhaustion from all the games industry nonsense we've had going on. I really have no idea right now. Because usually times of quiet like this in the industry are either everyone traveling to and from an event, which usually means there'll be a big embargoed announcement coming up, or it's just post-summer burnout, which is also valid. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to pull the good nuggets of brilliance. It's definitely easier said than done.
I would pay monies to see a numpty flailing about in a VR headset. Just saying, just purchased Get Your Head in the Game VR for $24.
Well, if any of you ever become sickeningly rich, because it would solve a larger portions of problems I'm having in my life, for a obtuse amounts of money, I will throw myself into Subnautica VR. I will face a Reaper Leviathan in the third dimension. And Nexus, we'll work out what's going down once we get in. The TLDR is we're still just trying to find... we're trying to find enough... I mean, Squarepeg, I already said, but it is a lot more than $1,000. It's a lot more than $1,000, so only if one of you becomes a secret super whooper functioning person. Alright. Yeah, so Nexus, we're chasing down them karmic squids. We need to get our karma levels high enough and then find the right dead scav to bring with us to the underground. Because, as I understand it, we're basically going to do the same thing to the ancients that we've done with the Karma Gates. No, Squarepeg, I don't doubt people's ability to make it happen. It's just, I am not going to put myself through that level of psychological damage unless it is to help, you know, feed my little family here, you know? So yeah, in Fearless, so far as I understand it, that's what we're doing. We're going to cheat our way to Ascension. Right. We're going to be going through some... We're going to be going through some heavy bad times. In Rain World, sorry. In Rain World. I mean, I wonder if we can actually murder the Variant Guardians to get past. Well, I tell you what, it's hit 5. So, let's get the game going. Let's continue our nattering with a smattering of just extreme violence. How does that sound? Because I apologise, I'm just, you know, super fucking wavy-davy. Hey! Apologise, I'm super wavy-davy. A friend of mine just sent me a picture. I'm currently on the big telly in their store right now, so, Look! Look, I'm on the telly! You there, over by those action figures, have you considered buying Magic the Gathering? It's a card game with more cards. Welcome to QVS, QVC, or whatever that one is that northern people bastle stepladders from. I tell thee! Sorry. I completely forget what I was talking about. Oh! Just that, like, it has been a few... it has been a good few weeks since we've done Rain World, so I need to do some murder. Like I gotta shake off the cobwebs. We gotta kill some shit. All right. Yes. Hello, random shoppers. It's me, the bloke on the telly. Have you bought Gundams yet? If not, why not? Gundam, the surprising alternative to having hobbies. Sorry, I should say having finances, because I've got loads of hobbies now. One does not run out of Gundam kits. Will has been removed from the big telly. I like how I'm like, you know what, actually, if someone's got me on the big telly at their work, I've got to be real careful I don't, like, castle swear or anything like that. And I'm like, wait a second! Wait a second! I'm playing Rain World! If you know anything about this game, you know where it's going. Okay, so we're at the farm arrays, and I think we're at the farm arrays trying to get to the echoes here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I found out what those egg things were. They are teeny tiny mama. They are teeny tiny snackable newts. Alright, I'm gonna need you to remember where the fuck you are, mate. Oh. Actually, I need to pause it and remember where in the bloody hell I am. Jamami, dropwigs aren't attracted to cussing. That would be haunting if they were. There we go. So yeah, so we're on farm arrays. I think we're currently in a really bad place. And I'm trying to get us down towards at least one of the echoes in this area. So okay, so TLDR. TLDR. If you haven't seen the Rain World streams up until now, this is the final ending. We have gotten every ending in the game except for this one. And this one is particularly tricky. Our overall goal is to try and raise our karma level high enough so that we can basically use the corpse of a scavenger to pretend like we've ascended. And from there, we're going to basically cheat our way into the great beyond. If you're thinking, boy, sure, that doesn't sound healthy, it's not. However, it is ever so slightly healthier than the alternative, which is just doing repeated big loud murders on every single scavenger that we can find. A good news is that it'll be slightly easier for us to get back. It's just, either way we go, we have to fight through a lot of scabs. Like, a lot of scabs. And, oh, that's where we were last time. Alright. So we're trying to basically fight our way through the scav checkpoint. Oh yes, I do remember that. Sorry, Moose was saying if you played Alien Isolation with Kinect. Yeah, wait, was it that one that could hear your cussing? Was that coughing in the background, Flowers? Will we ever know the truth? I know you won't, me. Come and get me, I'm delicious! Oh wow, they just straight dunked me there. Alright. This is the Rain World I remember. Alright. That's the Rain World I remember. Sorry, Dice Goddess was just saying, if I were to put you onto the big... I have no idea how I did that, but alright. I feel sometimes you're getting ignored by lizards. I know you won't, me. Fuck. Look, it is not my fault that I am delicious. Ah, and before you ask, friends, we do have some mods installed. We have a kill cam mod. We have a mod that lists just how many... sorry, we have a kill cam mod, which will list any murders made, either ours or, like, obvious nearby ones. We also have one that will remove tinnitus noises. So for those of you that do not like that, don't even worry about it. Oh, the other cute little mod we've got is one that just tells you what song is playing. Oi! Hey, my lunch just fucked off. That's rude. Alright, big green. Or big-ish green. Come on. Come on, lunch is here. By which I mean you. Come on. Fucking hell. Alright, I gotta get my fucking sea legs back. Oh, well I guess we're having Newt Newts for breakfast. Unintentional, but here we are. Sorry, Newt Newts. It definitely makes me the baddie. Let's hope Mama Newt Newt didn't hear that. Mama Newt Newt absolutely heard that, and now I am in trouble. Oh no! Okay, so we've had ourselves a little bloodbath. And now we have an explosive. Sorry, I've had a feckin' neutron in our stomach this entire time because guess who forgot that we can't hang out with Moon? This guy. Alright, you know what? We're just not going to talk about what happened with the Newt Newt family there. I'm going to have a little snooze. Pretend it didn't happen. Just wait for it all to blow on over. We'll get one victory in today at least. We haven't even started hitting the scav outpost yet. You know what, Numbers? That's a very good point. The fact that the lizard just strolled on in there stole my hard work. But yeah, so we're working to get our karma up to about 5 or 6 through echoes. Once we've done that, then we can start making a run on the Great Beyond. Using a scav corpse basically as a fucking key. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. The trick here being, we can only talk to a lot of these echoes when our karma is high enough and we've consumed a karma flower. Yeah, you better run. Oh, I think we actually ate it. Delicious. And fighty. Okay, so there were 2 scavs. Scav 1 was very confused about his lot in life. He's dead now. Scav 2 had the ill-advised maneuver of just trying to hide down a little pipe. Scav 2's not with us anymore. Fuck! Boo! 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 Blah, 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 said the murder grass. Anyway, so how are you all doing? So what are you all playing at the moment? Tell me your tales. I'm still weirdly continuing Dismantle. I think there's a certain catharsis in playing a game where, for all intents and purposes, it's just a craft and survive game, but all you have to do is beat the fuck out of everything with a crowbar or a wrench, harvest parts, build cool shit, move forward. Like, there's no real advanced elements to the crafting, but it's not about finding nodes and the ilk, it's about bringing it together. Okay. Captain Hillion's been enjoying the Phantom Doctrine. Lovely. Dice Goddess has been playing a very liberated, very modded copy of The Sims 4. I like that. Modded for liberation. Numbers are still on Genshin and Honkai. Hey, way cool. Oh, beans. Excuse me. I'm so sorry for the belch. Our little character was doing a little bit too much of the explodey. Kind of like Astartes, but bada boom. Darius has some friends and them have finished up 7 Days to Die server over the weekend. Lovely. I'm looking forward to them having like some kind of like actual structure, you know? At least in terms of like the narrative. I think having spent so much time with it and Subnautica, you know, I've got high hopes. Evil Geek has been flitting between Oxygen Not Included and whichever of the AC acronyms that is. I'm guessing Armored Core. But you never know. You never know. Armored Core, Animal Crossing, Air Conditioning, Ace Combat. All of which come with valid 6th iterations. Okay, sorry. So what I did there was I struck the angry I'll kill you beehive, so that these guys can't approach me. From more than one angle. Now, I don't know if scabs repeatedly spawn, right? Ultrazini found a delightful free game called Plant Therapy. That rings a bell. I do have an idea, mind you. Oh, fuck you and the fucking scav horse you rode in on. Sorry about that. Oh, and Durry, Barony is very good. The idea was meant to be drop in behind, steal a spear, jab him in the back. You'll notice that did not happen. Oh, so I have a plan there was basically we were going to use the end of the rain timer to scare the scabs. Because much like most of the other creatures in this world, once the rain timer starts getting close, they'll just fuck off. So, that was my plan. You'll notice it did not work. It did not work. Also, like, have these guys gotta have a fucking, you know, Kong versus Super Kong match every time we come down here? Well, now I lost all me spears. You bastard. For fuck's sake. The best laid plans of Slug Cat and Men. That's basically this entire stream. And PBS, yeah, no. Everything's going great. Angel Kalina, remember it's a marathon, not a sprint. You got this. But no, it's fascinating to hear what everybody's playing at the moment, because when I realised I could try using the Xbox Stream feature to try out Starfield, I was like, oh, you know, I can give it a look. I am once again reminded of how lovely it is that I spend all day talking with you lot. Now, obviously, anything said on Twitter is a descent into madness. Like, that is the last gasp bastion of hell. And should not be taken seriously by any means, right? Like, this thing is so overtly about showing you the worst take ever that, yeah. Hey, remember numbers. The rebrand is not our problem. You know, some people have said, you know, using Twitter's dead name. No, Twitter's not people. Twitter's an insane, gigantic super corporation creation, and it is their job to get us to say X. It is not our job to do it. Anyway, the worst take ever being like, what was it? Game devs should always make a new engine anytime. Anytime they make a new game, game devs should always make a new engine. It's like, fuck off. Like, you don't even know enough to know how dumb the thing you are saying is. Oh yes, and numbers, that guy's an absolute rancid piece of shit and deserves no sympathy, no mercy, and no regrets. But anyway, there's been a lot of those kind of discussions, and I'm just reminded how lovely it is to be here. You know? There are a lot of places on the internet where you can't have the kinds of lovely discussions that we get to have. Mama Newt Newt, I am your friend and you know this. Oh, fuck you! Sorry, not you lot. Oh, Dice Goddess, I like that one. That's pithy. Tweet should now be called Excretions. But no, it's just, we're going to go through a very, very strange time. Like, there's no way Twitter comes back from what it is. the best it can hope for is that when MySpace rebranded to being a music website, like something similar like that is the only way that it will continue to exist. It is, the cascade has happened, it is a dead website, it just doesn't know it yet. And after that point, it's going to be interesting to see how... Are you fucking with me right now? I will fucking eat your face! Now, you know what? You know what? I'm banking this kill. I fucking earned that. Fucking vulture. I'm banking that kill. But no, sorry. Blue Sky is lovely. I've been thoroughly enjoying that. It feels like old Twitter. But the reason I bring this up is that we're going to go back to having, like, games industry conversations being a lot more decentralized, right? There's not going to be the same level of, you know, town square conversations that we've had in the past, and that is going to change things. And one of the things that will change a lot is discussions about the technical aspect of video games. Discussions about engines and budgets and... Why do I look like I have fucking jaundice? Hang on, I think I've got to close the door. Basically, afternoon sun's hitting the door and making me look like I've got fucking scurvy. There we go. Now I just look like I'm unhealthily ghoulish, as I'm supposed to. As the good RoboCop teaches us. But yeah, Blue Sky is currently at the point where it has chronological timelines, but that does mean that everybody on your feed sees everything that you post and respond to. So that's probably going to lead to a lot more direct conversations between friends and less like group banters, because you don't want to get into a 20 reply thread with somebody because everyone on your feed will be like, oh god, shut up. Anyway, I'm not talking about this to be like doom and gloom or like, oh, the world is falling. It's just, we're probably going to go a little bit backwards in terms of how we talk about games. You know, sadly, it'll end up probably being a lot like the comment section era of like the Planet websites, and then into like the IGNs, the IGNs, I should say. And the reason I've been thinking about this a lot is just because we get into the weeds, right? Like, I was chatting with... chatting. SquarePeg was sending me some cool theories and inside info about, like, what's going on with Epic at the moment last night, and we're kind of having a chat about that, and which was real cool. Like, you are a group of people that I can talk with these topics at that level about, you know what I'm saying? That's really fucking cool. I love that. But it does mean that we'll be coming up against more ignorance, whether intentional or unintentional. And that's something we're going to have to do battle with. It's something the games industries should have been fighting more as we've been going on, but again, that's another story unto itself, right? Oh, eat shit! Sorry. And it's just seeing these, like... so after all the discussions about Unreal and Unity and things like that, unfortunately every person with a keyboard now is like, oh, here's my uninformed opinion about video game engines. And it's so hard. Because the thing is, like, I don't want to create a gate-kept environment. That's not what this is about. Like, I hope you all understand, if we're ever talking about anything industry-wise, and you're like, nunny? Oh, fuck you. Want to fucking go, mate? Yeah, come Come on. Okay. Oh, fuck you guys. You know what, you two, you do whatever you wanna. Hey, Lost Flowers. That's entirely fine. Like, I'm happy to be the background banter. But just... Jamami, here's my uninformed opinion on game engines. They should run on biofuels. You're crazy. You're crazy. Hamster-driven game engines only. No more bits and bytes. We're going to measure everything in how many little adorable rodents it takes to move. Sorry, people were just joking about the... should just push the Battle Royale button. At this point, it would surprise me if UE5 doesn't just have an Unreal button built in. Alright.
I don't get in here enough.
Hey, Andorf, it's lovely to see you. Fucking massive thank you! That is definitely a 1000-bit death. But no, seriously, thank you. I've been a fucking mess today, and it's lovely to just be here and natter on the subject of what have you while rain welding it up. It's going to take us a while to get past this feckin' scav checkpoint. And I've just got to I've got to get my rain world sea legs back at the same time as waking the fuck up from a day. Yeah, no, Moose, we need to go back to actual horses. Ooh. Bees. How's that working out for you, buddy? Okay. The prospect of Pony Island 2 that runs as an actual pony. Yo, I mean, basically, Ichi's zone has become my Pony Island. Fucking haunts my dreams. I need to finish that game. That would be the fucking twist, wouldn't it? We'll see the first nuclear-powered game engine in a few years, but it's made by Kojima Productions. Yeah, that's the twist at the end of the game. But yeah, I don't know. Over the coming months, it's going to be harder and harder not to get embroiled in dumb internet fights, you know? What will you do, Vulture? Will you run or will you fight? Full of spears and bad times. I do not know what the fuck happened there. there we go. I don't know. I think we're going to need to have more kind of like long Shippian commiseration sessions, as unfortunately the takes are going to get stupider. One of the downsides about losing Twitter is losing essentially digital repercussions. You know, our industry is very empathic. You know, the games industry predominantly flies a big old rainbow flag. You know? But there's a certain weirdness to video games that, like, you've got to be some kind of, like, outcast or degen in some regard to want to dedicate your life to the mixing of technology and art at its most agonous crosspoint. So, like, video games as a whole are very queer-friendly. Like, comparable to a lot of, like, standard tech spaces. But the thing that Twitter's always been is a nice... I don't know. A reactionary board. Twitter's protagonist of the day in video games has kept a lot of bad people in check, and has helped get rid of a few. You know, remember the guy that owned Tripwire, who was a piece of shit? You know, that got him bounced in the space of a single PAX. From 0 to more of a 0. And I keep thinking of, like, if we lose... You know, as we lose that space, we may also lose some of the repercussions. Oh, you were fucking dead! I stabbed you! Oh, God. You know what? I'm just going to shush on this particular thread, because I'm not going anywhere good and chipper. What I mean is, we'll probably need to have more... I don't know, group therapy sessions, because we're going to have to suffer a lot of bad takes. The reason I got thinking about this is, remember ages back, you know, some absolute gobshite who was doing an editorial video for IGN, who said, you know, game devs are afraid of Baldur's Gate. I was like, fuck it, no. We're afraid of the expectation that it's going to rise for indies. You know, the irony being is because Larian have been using, like, the same engine for so many projects, like, they've been able to bring all their knowledge and technical skills together and make Baldur's Gate 3 amazing. Zalavir was one of the people who chimed in on this, and this absolute arse of an individual put together a hit piece. I spoke to him on DMs, like, hoping it was in good faith, you know? But... nah. Dude was just looking for, like, drama of the day. You know, manufacture a bit of outrage and then pop down the pub saw. Oh, yeah. Champion of AAA dev houses, Zalavir. Fucking right. God, so obnoxious. Anyway, I'm still grumpy because the last time I was checking, like, Zalavir's Steam forum page and stuff like that, is that there were people there being all like, it's just the guy that hates Baldur's Gate 3. No, the fuck it isn't. Zalavir loves Baldur's Gate 3 more than so many others. Because you have to, when it comes to certain games, you have to have made one to truly understand the brilliance, right? And I'm not saying that you can't love a game if you've never made one, but, like, you know, appreciating architecture as an architect is a very different maneuver than appreciating it as a layman, right? Hang on, I gotta concentrate for a second because I gotta do some pop-up murder. So basically the idea is kill scabs, stay alive, until the timer starts making them nervous, right? They've only got 2 ways up here. That. fucking see you there. Oh, there's his mate. Joke's on you guys, I'm immune. Alright, now let's see who regains consciousness first. Me or 50 scavs? 50 first scavs. Alright, we'll just keep playing Pop-Up Pirate. Hey, you died that time, didn't you, dickhead? Alright, Explosive Spear. No murder, no whammy. No murder, no whammy. Can't remember why I have no whammies in my head again. Oh, Fiona started rewatching iZombie. No murder, no whammy. Alright, but actually steal it from this fucking guy. It's a dangerous way to play. I need a spear. No murder, no whammy. Actually, why am I hanging out where you have to? I am Boris! I am Boris from GoldenEye! I am invincible! Yeah, I know. You can smell fear. The fear you can smell is coming from your own pee-pee. No whammy! Haha! Oh, fuck you! Ah, he fucking John Wicked me. Actually, I shouldn't call it that, because I'm not quite sure who the good guy and who the bad guy here is. Let's not think about it too much. But yeah, sorry. So jumping back, like, it's still frustrating to see Zalavir getting, I wouldn't say hate, but it's definitely trolls. And it's infuriating that someone with an audience can just go, oh, well, here's something that's blatantly false. Go get him. I understand that is the internet these days. That is nothing new, but I unfortunately think that these will become more common in the coming weeks and months. And at least for the short term, we've just got to commiserate, drink together, and tank it, you know? El Paso Elsewhere has been doing incredibly well in reviews. I'd love it if it sold, you know, 20,000 copies. Now, that would make me very happy, but, you know. Oh yeah, no, Dustin, you're entirely correct. It's entirely undeserved. Let them fight. And here's the thing. There are loads of people in the games industry who do deserve to be checked, that do deserve to have their, like, wait a second. You said X about Y. Like, show your workings out, you bastard. That is something that we could stand to have a little bit of. But what is going on? I should be eyeballs deep in scavs right now. Oh! That's why. They're having a scavving bad time. Alright. Alright, friends, it's time to play Saturn Bomberman. Oh, fuck! I threw a gooey duck at one of them by mistake. Yeah, Dustin, I would have gone for one of the El Paso Elsewhere pill bottles, but I was so worried about taking them through customs. I did get my Sunshine Shuffle poker chip, which was very good. And man, and what a game! I don't know. This is a complete change of topic, but if you haven't had the chance to, please do play Sunshine Shuffle, because, God, we do not talk enough about the potential to, like, subvert stories that would otherwise be like a standard visual novel. Sunshine Shuffle is a visual novel, right? It just, you happen to play poker. It doesn't rely on you winning, you know? It doesn't rely on you getting certain hands or feats or what have you. It is an emotional story about good people who end up doing crime and the reasons that drive them to it. And ultimately what it costs them. Oh shit. Oh shit, Mama Newt Newt. Ah, beans. Ah, beans. I accidentally grabbed one of the babies, I didn't mean to do that. And I think that looking at visual novel style story structure inside a more traditional game is a really good way of doing it. Because I'll level with you. These days, unless it's somebody I know who is a cracking author or a great writer or something, there is nothing that makes me go, than someone being like, check out my visual novel! I'm like, come on. Because, like, the payout for a visual novel is very, very hard to judge. Most of the time, it never, you know, it's the weekend that never comes, you know? How long is this cycle? This is a pretty long one. Mama Newt Newt, no! Yeah, I deserve that. The secret ingredient is crime. Fuck yeah. Oh, actually, so I don't know if Moose is, if Puns is here as well, but definitely while Moose and Dustin are here, I have a request. We'll probably talk about this more on Friday, but as you know, Sea of Thieves Season 10 is coming at some point this month. It's going to include guilds. And a guild is essentially like a fleet of not only pirates that sail together, but also their ships. Captains will be able to put their ships into their guild should they choose to. Also, that guy is super dead. Here's the thing. We can't just call it, you know, the Longship Fleet or the Longship Guild. Because, you know, in the same way our flagship's not just called the Longship. It's got to have some pizzazz. Some panache. Some style. And honestly, as you lot are, you know, the crafters of great puns, fuck you, Big Green. Guilds, tea pleasures, naughty neighbours, green in the guilds. Okay. Naughty by nature. See? This is why I come to you lot. Like, I appreciate myself. You know, I understand my strengths and my weaknesses. I talk a lot. I think I'm very funny. And sometimes I make myself laugh. But you'll command the English language. Carve it and shape it. Barkus, how are you doing, friend? Barkus, do you mean Pete from back in the Creative Assembly days? Pete doesn't like me anymore, but it's entirely fair because I was a monstrous knob end. many years ago, so he's entirely allowed to not like me, you know what I'm saying? Currently, yeah, I know. Actually, Barcus, I tell the Longship this pretty constantly, but, like, my not being a piece of shit redemption arc has been in lockstep with streaming professionally, so... Anyway, how are you doing, friend? Are you still doing the plays of Barcus Plays? Are you still YouTubian? Sorry, friends, I'll introduce you in just a sec after I've done some murder. But I need to pass on guild name Naughty by Nature, because while it's not a flagship, Ems has the Nauticult, as in nautical alt. So I need to share that with the Sea of Thieves crew before it drops out of my head. Potential guild name from Dustin. Naughty by Nature. I like fleeting expertise and fleeting moment. Those are pretty good. Like, I want to be able to tell people at an industry party what our fleet is called, and I want them to just be like, ugh, you know? Barker says they're alive and playing games. What are you playing at the moment, friend? We were just having kind of a light banter of what everyone's chatting on, and, you know, I keep finishing conversation topics because the scabs are making my life very difficult. Yeah. I am waiting to finish a game called Dismantle before going back to hang out with Idris Elba and be best friends. Like, I don't even care that it's probably getting into creepy, weird, parasocial territory. It's Idris Elba. He's my imaginary friend now. We're having stuffed tacos later. Unlike that guy, who's just dead. Good news, bad news, scabs. I'm immune to explosions! The Artificer, aka the Uncussed. Instead of Concussed. Where did that come from? Bastards. So Nexus. Okay, so Dismantle is a fascinating game. On the surface, it's very simple. You awaken from a zombie shelter after the end of the world, crowbar in hand, and explore. The core premise of the game is you deconstruct anything that you can find in the world that your crowbar can break apart, and then you use the raw materials to make new tools, build shelters, etc. It's very simplistic, but it uses a lot of, like, mobile game design, but for good. So, like, the UI is very, very simplistic. Nice, big, chunky icons. Everything's very well represented. Alright. Nearly fucked that one, didn't I? Now, Dustin, cracking open a cold one's pretty good, but it might be a little long. Same with the affordable choice privateer company. We're not the best, we're the best you can afford. Plus, those are our mech pilots. But it just... Yeah, Dismantle just takes all the things that make a lot of those craft and survive games, those mobile games, very good, boils it down to its absolute bare elements, and then just goes have fun, you know? You can completely... By the time you reach late game stuff, you can completely strip mine like a whole town if you want to. You know, just go into a building, break down literally every part of it, and then take it with you. You know, there's no weight. It's just how many of a resource can you hold at one time type thing. It's very, very good. Alright, let's continue with Pop-Up Pirate, because that seems to be working for us. As long as the spears hold out, you know. Unfortunately. Sucks to be you, buddy. Where the fuck am I? Oh, he used his mate as cover! Oh, fuck. I can't even be mad there. The scavs were using their dead bodies like a fucking shield. But yeah, I find Dismantle is hitting that perfect kind of calm, like, it's not stressing out my hands too much, so that's helping. And it's also surprisingly zen. Like, I've been rewatching some TV shows at the same time as I just, like, deconstruct an entire town to rebuild my little base and things. And now I've kind of reached, like, critical mass when it comes to resources. Like, at the moment, all I'm really working towards is... Oh, missed that. All I'm really working towards is the narrative stuff, which is interesting. If and when that loses my attention, it's kind of a toss-up between Cyberpunk and Starfield. As I don't think I have anything interesting to show any of you in those games. And again, like, we're not excusing Cyberpunk for some of its, like, shitey marketing. But as a concept, it is fascinating. Like, I told you all, win, lose, or draw, Cyberpunk is a game we'll be talking about for a long time. And it is, still. Sorry, jumping back in. Single White Maelstrom's pretty good. A floatable choice is okay. We Dem Boys. Master or... that's a little too close to Dan's flagship. Master of my domain. A master of his domain. Which is a joke about wanking. Away team, that's pretty good, Moose. Fucking squid, go awake. Fight me. Fight me, Nora! Hold that thought. But yeah, so Dismantle's good. I want to play Starfield. I haven't been able to get it to run on this rig just because of the whole hard drive issue. Fuck. Oh, first bastard I stab. Not only is he... Fuck sticks. Hey, Aldrazini, you know this is the squad that can get you them good boat names. You know that. You know what I need to do? Stock up on rocks and just bomb the shit out of them from up on high. I don't know why I don't do that. Alright, see if we can get another rock. Yeah. I'm not taking advantage of the fact that I'm basically Mad Bomber. You know, Ultrazini, if you need more ship names, this squad feckin' got you. But yeah, I don't think Starfield is necessarily going to be a game that sets my world on fire, but I want to see what they've done. Oh, and the reason why I got talking about this in the first place is people talking about the creation engine, Bethesda's in-house setup, and video games being video games. A lot of people who shouldn't having very loud, very uneducated opinions about it all, you know? Now, we'll never get away from that in gaming. I understand that. It's just... it can be very stressful. But yeah, so, Barkus, just as an FYI, if you start, like, getting back streaming or making YouTubian stuff, just ping us a DM. Like, I don't wanna miss that. I think I'm following you on twitch.television. But, yeah, Barkus Plays is a YouTuber of yore. Also, get fucked! Oh, ah! Fuck. Friends, I don't know if you just saw how many kills I got with that, but it was a lot. I know you want me. Double kill. Oh, fuck you! Now I'm grumpy. Now I'm a grumpy one. That was a very real fuck you. Sorry, friends. But we have a winning strategy. Barker says they may end up writing about Cyberpunk 2077, so they'll have to remember the website login. No, I think it's valid. Like, I am usually the very first person to critique the inclusion of Hollywood talent in a video game. I personally think it's a waste of fucking money. Like, don't do that. It's a stupid idea. But you know what? While initially Johnny Silverhand comes across as a little bit wooden, a little bit of an expected entity, like, by the end of it, he is a fully fledged and brilliantly shaped out character. You know, I think the thing... Actually, I've got to put my gloves back on, even though they're sweating a bit. Let's see if it's gotten a little bit less super bright out there. Sorry. One of the things I find fascinating about Cyberpunk is that Cyberpunk is not the story of V, right? It lies to you. It tells you that you're playing an RPG, right? You are playing... You know, you get to choose how your character looks. You get to choose their background, origins, and their story, and all of that. And you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. No, it's the story of Johnny Silverhand, right? It's not yours. It's their story. You're just playing it, right? And it's a fascinating concept. The idea that you're an unsilent protagonist in somebody else's story. Rudder Disaster is very good. Keel depth ratio, not man. Brig men on campus. Pirates of Shark Water, it's not bad. But you would also have to remember the cartoon Pirates of Dark Water, which is very much easier said than done. Stupid monkey bird. Currently, I've got to say, ships of the wine instead of ships of the line. Aww. Thank you, Big Pink. Oh shit! When are they launching the lizard plushies for Rain World? Because I've got every other one. The Button Brigade. Andorf, you may have to explain that one to me. Oh, Capstan, my Capstan. that was a pentakill. Call me the poptometrist. I do want to go get some food. Oh, eat shit! Why do they have, like, laser-guided spears? How come I don't get those? Okay, the measured cutlass is very, very good. But not everybody sailing on our Friday night is a fellow chosen, so... Okay, Dario says the lizard plushies are still up for pre-order. Okay, so they haven't started actually selling them yet. Cool. Where was I? Oh, yes, just that narratively, Cyberpunk 2077 is fascinating. Because, again, it's not your story. It's Johnny's story. Like, you just got unwillingly, like, chunked into it. Hey! Evening, Restless. How goes it? Can I interest you in a bit of gigantic pink lizard? No? You good? Oh, that's fair. We're finally back to Rainworld. Bacchus, an old friend, is chilling and illing with us, which is very nice. And we're trying to handle too many scabs. I'm annoyed I keep getting like a 5 kill. And then the game's like, yeah, but nah. What's up, Mama Noot Noot? Anyway, to Restless Roots, how was your stream? How was your day? Tell me your tales. Yeah, come on. Chase me. Chase me. I was hoping to get the vulture to kind of join in the carnage. I'll eat fucking shit burgers, you bastard! Sorry. It's Will versus a scav checkpoint, and it is not going in my favour. Restless, that sounds haunting, depending on the game you were playing. But yes, I think I've said this to you all a few times, but one thing that struck me is that Cyberpunk is a surprisingly punk video game. I try to pin his lunch. Like, it has some really fascinating moments in, some of which are really good in terms of like representation and creativity, but they're buried in something that is a gigantic commercial product, you know? In terms of marketing, Cyberpunk is going to be studied for 1,000 years. Because of its many... Well, its success at any cost, right? You can't say that Cyberpunk 2077 was unsuccessful. Right? And you certainly can't say the marketing was a failure. But it was a success, like, in a way it should not have been, right? Sees me cooking up an explosive spear, and he's like, alright, fuck this nonsense. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Well, lunch is ready. It's Gigantic Vulture, your favourite. that thought. Fuck sticks. Alright, I'm unconscious right now, so this is not good. But... oh, fuck! Anchor management is very good. I really like anchor management. Any port in a bottle? I mean, at this point, it's not even about class. It's about choice. So yeah, I do really want to give good old Cyberpunk a retrundle. Although what's interesting is, like, I tried playing it like an RPG the first time, and that does make for a very weird experience. You know, there's quite a few things that while playing through it, I personally chose. You know, I actually started with a corpo, if you can believe it. Because, I don't know, I just felt that a failed corp rat made for the most cyberpunk kind of character. You know, I've read 2/3 of the Sprawl trilogy, and I often find some of the more fascinating stories being those that are part of the system, and it goes wrong, you know. I think Count Zero, one of the characters, is like a corporate art collector. Like, their job is literally to work for a corporation acquiring rare pieces of art. That's their fucking day job. Hang on, let me just get my bombs ready. Sorry, Big Green. If you want to come eat a buttload of scabs, it is all you can scav buffet down this way. Alright. Seriously, I need these flies to fucking knot right now. Alright, managed to get a double kill, so that's not nothing. Fucking hell! Chestnuts boasting on an open water. It's a long drink, Moose. It's a long drink. No, seriously, anchor management and naughty by nature are definitely some winners, but I know we can do better. Sorry, I know we can do more. One man versus one scav checkpoint. And here's the thing, this isn't like the final battle before great victory. This is just an battle on the way to maybe, possibly leaving the fucking, you know, the cycle of death and hatred behind. Oh, and just as an FYI, I know I said this earlier, but I think the expeditions and the challenges might be too much for me, or at least too much for an on-screen setup. I love the idea of the expositions. The expedition, sorry. Oh, man. Big Red's not doing so. Big Green's not doing so hot. Fuck him up, Mama Newt Newt. And how are neither of those fuckers dead? Lizards get, I don't know, explosion immunity, I guess. Skull and Bones, not bad. However, considering that Skull and Bones is probably going to be terrible. Alright, Well, there goes my explosives. But it was that or get stabbed in the face, so... Is what it is. Oh, that's alright, I got enough some more boom booms. Association of Shark Friends. PVS, get out of my house. And please come back. Because this game is kicking my ass. I need emotional support. You know what? Moz, you're right. 10 galleon hats did fly under the radar. And I think that would be a definite squad favourite, you know?
I found the answer.
Hey! Love to see it, Varbles. Took you long enough. Oh, eat shit! The fucking big bag! Ah! Killed 5 scavs with 1 grenade. Varbles, thank you for life, the universe, and everything. You had a tier 2 as well. Bloody hell. Varbles, seriously, thank you. Like, all of you. I have been hanging out with you a lot for 2 hours, and my mood has improved tenfold. So seriously, thank you. You know? And not just because you're throwing cash at my dumb ass. I appreciate the company and the conversation more than you'll ever know. Three sheets to a bin bag. 3 sheets to the bin? Is that too... Am I over-labouring the pun there? Grog in the machine's pretty good. I weirdly think Yachts and Prayers would have been a better fleet name. Oh, Murray, our ship naming convention is like second to none. It's amazing. Like the Alone in the Shark is probably the least. All right, well you can have Big Green then. Oh, you dropped a newt for me? Oh, you suck. Alright, let's see if it tries to take me past the scav area. Let's see what happens. Gives me a chance to... Nope, that's back. Pints in the aft, 3 sheeps in a bin. Love them, I love them. Oh yes, okay, so here's my current ships. My flagship is the Alone in the Shark, as voted for by your lovely selves. It was between that and the Sink Shaming, which went to Emma. My brig is the Yachts and Prayers, and he lets me go for half a second. Haha! I get fucked! Why would I ever want you? Sorry, that moth's being like, oh hey kids, can I help? No, you can't fucking help. Oh! Alright, I do not know what's going on with these lizards, but you'll need to sort your shit out. Brig Dock Energy is very good. Brig Thick Energy is also valid. Fuck. Sorry, I missed out on a double kill there. Oh, here we go. Okay, that could have gone better. Dear scabs, enjoy! Bye. Wow, you're really not going to give me a spear out of his corpse? Oh! That was fucking rude. Did you see that? Fucking buzzed past my head, that did. Lizard, there are so many dead scabs for you. It is an all-you-can-scab buffet. Don't even pretend like you're hungry. That guy's not going to be in Rain World 2. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Look, Vulture, look how many free corpses there are, mate. Oh no, Moz, go for it. Like, get all the good shit. You know? Waste not, want not also applies to incredible pun names, you know? Honestly, this battleground's working out pretty good for us. The only problem will be is if we run out of food. Also, sometimes they will just avoid us, and so they will just throw their food away and eat us. But yeah, peer into the abyss, all brigged up on a Tuesday. Woo! Officer Big Mad is back. Alright, well, let's see if this bloodbath has helped clear a path. Ship it. I'm gonna level with you, friends. I'm unconscious, and I don't know where that... I'm fucked. Ah, this is the end. This is the end! Yeah. The bees had me. Anchored Cause is pretty good. Bilge Job Moray is a classic. No one is mad to see Bilge Job as a ship name. Sorry, you're alright, baby boy. But no, so Varbles, I want to apologise in case I trailed off during that conversation. Just thank you, and then thank you to you all, alright? Everything happens so much, and I think about it every fucking day. Like, absolutely implausible that I get to do this as my job. Like, the math is not on my side, friends. Yet here the feck we are. I mean, Dustin, Sloopy Second's gonna laugh out of me. And then we can go back to the classic, like, Sloop to Nuts, Sloop de Jour, Gazpacho Sloop.
Sloop these nuts.
Sloop these nuts. Indeed, the very epitome of wit. Accidentally ate Mama Newt Newt there. That would have been bad. And then, of course, with, you know, the absolute classics. So, you know, like Ship Yourself, like Shipped Pants, Shipped Myself in a Wendy's. All right, can we get the multi-kill? Darn it. Fuck it. Fuck it, we pull! Oh, who got me? Chicken Noodle Sloop. Love it. Chunky Winter Sloop. Dustin. So Red Anchor Survivors is really fucking good. It's just... It's only the core... For whomst that applies. See, I've been slowly trying to put together more of a regular rotation of people because Fiona's working full-time and Fiona works very early in the morning. So you got to understand, like, Fiona joins us on their Monday every week. So it's one of the reasons why I've been trying to put together, like, more than one, like, stable, consistent team. You know what I mean? Because if I can do that, well, then we're on to a winner. Oh my fucking life, what is happening right now? Apparently I've just forgotten how to fucking jump. Okay. Apparently jumps are just lost to me. But yeah, so one of the things that's been very, very difficult is trying to get us a guaranteed squad of friendos on a Friday. Which should be simple, but is very much easier said than done. And I've also been trying to invite more, like, games industry friendos. You know, like, the GDC of Thieves was a lot of fun. On quieter nights in the Sea of Thieves, you know, having a squad of industry people for banter is fucking great. And that's something that I want to do more of as we're moving forward. But, you know, real life is tricky, and any of you that have to organise or run D&D games will know that trying to get more than one person together for anything, even if it's a ton of fun, is much easier said than done. And that's fine. Nature of the beast and all that. So I'm trying to think of more ways to streamline the process. But yeah, so what that means is, like, so now Nessa and Nick and Deus join us regularly, and, like, Deus was like a cartographer of Red Acre. Like, Deus knows, but Nick and Nessa weren't there. They're still thoroughly confused. Well, sorry. I was about to say something very stupid there. Nick joined question right at the end of the Blackout Club, right? Okay. This is called a fuck up. Alright, it's cool. I got one grenade left. Can we get the multi-kill? Oh, holy shit! Okay, man. Motherfucker. How are you gonna beat me with rocks? I'm immune to explosions! Vulture's like, hello. Easily distracted by easy meats. Okay. I know you want me. I am delicious. Any more for any more? I need grenades. That's what I fucking need. That lob arc is just brutal from up here. Maybe they'll bring me some. Because it's fine. I kill their friends. I eat their friends. I make you a snack. I'm Glass Shark. There's a grenade. Alright, let's see if anyone's still about. Yep, that guy. Fucking Dennis from accounting. He's fucked now. It's a lot of corpses, not gonna lie. Alright, I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit because I need to eat. Alright, let's try one more grenade. See if anyone's dumb enough to still be hanging out there. Nah. Alright, we're going for it. We might have done it. Alright, we haven't quite cleared them out yet. They just don't have a way to get us. Alright, now we're just going to make it through alive. Okay. This is the furthest we have made with the most amount of dead scabs. Alright? I cannot state how big a fucking deal this is. So, we need to go. We need to go 2 screens that way, bottom left. 2 screens that way, bottom left. Alright? If anything happens, you might get to see me actually cry. And not like the I'm so happy or I'm so overwhelmed because of generosity crying. I mean like toddler cry until vomit crying. Alright, now we go bottom left. Good news, we can go down this way. It's fucking cool. Yeah, get fucked, grass. Not even real grass. You're not even my real dad. Swallow that grenade. Alright, something about chickens and hatching and, like, refusing to learn how to count. Oh shit, here we go! It has only taken fucking hours of my life. Best nap time ever! Yes! Do you hear the slug cat sing? Singing the songs of angry nugs. Fuck, we killed a lot of scabs. Holy shit. Oh. Numbers, that would have been my fucking luck. That's why I didn't start celebrating. Okay, Not Your Real Dad's, Dustin, is really good. The audacity of this beach is pretty good as well. Easier sand than dune. Actually, you know what? Let's just keep that bomb for now. Okay, so this changes our plan. So, okay. Usually, this whole section would be a fucking nightmare, right? To get up and down the laddered steps is something that we've battled against several times. Except for, we don't have to worry about that. Byakuaz, we have the ability to jump over the large swaths of murder grass. The challenge, dear friends, will be trying to find some of the... we're trying to find a karma flower in this region and get ourselves up to max. So right now, this is just the Artificer Happy Pack snack attack. Alright? Good news is, see all those millipedes over there? You can kill them with a smoke bomb. They can't stop you if you gas them. Fuck. They don't stop being delicious. Oh, okay. These nuts. All right, sorry. I need to copy a few of these because Dustin, you're back in absolute banging territory. Again, could probably stand to. Could probably stand to come up with a better term for it. Oh, and just to let you know, Ems has finally named their sloop, and it's called the Cowboy Seabop, which I do like. So what have we got? Not Your Real Dads. We've got... I think D's Noughts might be better than... like, D's Knots might be better than D's Noughts. And where was the other brilliant one? Oh, Audacity of This Beach. Oh, Not Your Real Dads. Yeah, see, now you're thinking with... Portals? I don't know. Wait. We need to get our karma up to max, and that's going to involve gassing a lot of millipedes, so... Numbers, at some point, you've either got to... You've either got to accept them or be consumed by them, you know? Oh, so Ness is asking an important question. Is there any way we can do a sea-themed, no one knows how cool we are? Thinking with portholes. Fuck, that's good. Porthole 2. Easily consumed millipedes. Oh yeah, spoiler. Millipedes get killed instantly by those little puffballs. You know, knowing my luck, I'll do this so much we start getting fucking red millipedes in the tunnel. Which is also why I'm going to make sure we always have a smoke bomb with us when we go back for a nap. Oh, well, not that one. At least it wasn't a void bomb. Your mermaid knows how cool we are. Lost Flowers, that might be a little too close to TOS breaking. No one knows how deep we are. That's like naming your galleon up to the elbow, you know? It's not quite TOS breaking, but don't be surprised if you have to pay money to change it. Our loot chest brings all the boys to the yard. And they're like, what are we doing in a yard? I have no memory of the last 2 days. Jesus, your mermaid calls me Pirate Lord. Don't make me get the fucking hose. Oh yeah, the millipedes are getting bigger. I'd be worried if I didn't have basically anti-millipede rounds. Yeah, you'll better hope you have some of them armored friends, cause okay, no fucking way. Yeah, there's no fucking way that was all the food on that millipede. I'm going back for seconds. There we go. Okay, so does anyone know how in the ruddy hell we're going to summon a karma flower? Does anyone know where they might naturally grow in this area? I don't know if the Rain World squad are with us this evening. Because we're going to need to get down to the Echo, which is not impossible. But and Bacchus, if we were allowed boats and hoes, God. Wellity. Look who's back for more. Alright, let me just check the... okay. So... Yeah, so we're going to go down the tunnels here. We don't really need to engage because, you know, if we succeed, we'll have a full belly. Actually, but then again, it doesn't stop being funny. Yeah, come on. Okay, apparently the giant millipede was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. And it's just letting me eat its babies, so... Bad dad. Bad dad. Dory says, there's a karma flower to the right of those worm fields. And a bunch of steps going down right. Oh, okay, I know the ones you mean. Yeah, those are down here. And to adventure! So that'll be this way, and then down the steps. Assuming I can get down them without getting us eaten. Alright, so buddy. God, I wish we could have done that in the other campaigns. Okay, nothing so far. Doesn't mean we can't find it. There it is. Alright, this is very good. The scab setup, not as good. Any more for any more? Oh, actually, yes, they've said. Shit, that guy was very high karma-wise. Shit. Holy shit. What just happened? Okay, so I think we need to say hello to the echo, and then we need to rest. Going back up the way we came... probably not a smart plan, because the chances of us being able to make that run twice are very low. Okay, so we have to make it across here. Alright. No. Holy fuck, I nearly just peed myself. Holy fuck. Oh my word. Okay, so we're here. No, we're gonna... Oh my word.
You know,
just get the fuck out of
this makes
me.
Think of something like a Stack Overflow exploit. You are trying to get such a low karma, the universe freaks out and flips your rating back to the top.
You know what? That's probably the best way to describe this. No. Don't even worry about it. You're my big caramel buddy. Caramel buddy. Caramel buddy. We like each other. You're my great big caramel buddy. Yeah, so it's going to go shwa. Now, we get back to the OG save point. Alright, like, all we need to do now, just go somewhere where we can snooze. We'll see if the caramel lizard decides which way we get to go. Oh, he is right fucking there. Oh my word. Fuck sticks. No. It's a fucking mimic? Are you shitting me right now? The fuck are we gonna do? Okay, we hurt him enough to get him on the run. Fucking hell. What's this fucking game gonna do to me? Alright, we've got time. Alright, I do like Motorcycle Gang. Sorry, I apologize. I keep like going biggity bam, check out my jam. It's just the stress is very real. So we make it across this area. We've eaten enough to sleep. And there we go. Hang on the fucking... Stone the fucking crows. What is happening? Oh, there we go. Alright, check out this scav kill count. You know what? If we don't make it, if we don't manage to get to the fucking echo, if things fall over now, look at that! Rampage! So now we have to get back to where the echo was. Let's take a moment. Let's take a breath. Oh. You know what, friends? I'm just going to grab a spot of water, and then we'll continue. I need to breathe before we keep going. And Deus, fuck yeah. Dustin's been coming up with some bangers, and I wanted to put the special selection in our Sea of Thieves group chat. Yeah, Emotional Support Vikings. That's actually a pretty good name. And so, Caffeine, this is the one where we're less genocidal. I thought this would be the path of peace, that we would walk the difficult route of eschewing hatred. Turns out, we don't actually need to take the hatred out of our heart. We just need to stab somebody and weekend at Bernie thems into the Buddhist afterlife. That's what the fuck we're doing. And considering all the explosions, it's definitely weekend at Burn-ease. Get it? Burnies? Burn-ease. God, I was a miserable sack earlier, but now I'm grinning like a goon. Alright, alright. I'll be back in a sec. Hello there. Sorry, that voice completely dropped up. It's supposed to be... Oh, the turret's doing its job. Hello there. Would you like a bowl of soup? Hello, Mrs. Clown. May I have a bowl of soup? I watch Up quite a lot. Sorry, Big Top Burger quite a lot. So. And Angel Kalina, well done. Well done. Dustin with guild name, the Oracles. Okay. Alright, so I gotta do some complicated Rainworldian nonsense. But I got this. All we gotta do is get back to that big squiggly talking to some kind of rodent. He's really loved his plants. Boosh. Okay. So we have now reached rank 5 in Karma. Now what? So. So even with our super duper whoopy jumpy powers, we might be hard pressed to cross the fields without a strider. So I think we're still going to need one of those. And that's a lot of ground to cover. So sorry, I know I should revel in our victory. We are now at 5. If we get a scav with who is themselves a good person, we're clear. That is to say, we still need to get the corpse all the way to the underground, but that's not a story. Are we good? I lost you all for a second there, friends. What was the last thing you all saw? Wait, no, I can see you lot. Can you see me? This is Will. Come in, Longshipian friends. Ah, oh, fuck. It broke before the echo. So what you're telling me? What you're telling me is after 3 hours, we finally made it to the one bit I have been working to for fucking ages, and that was the cutout. Of course, everything's fucked on this side as well. Like, I don't think alerts are working. Chat's definitely not working here. What's that? Oh, God. Yeah, Jay Post and Morad, like, thank you. Friends, I'm going to put some tunes on for just a second. I'll be back in just a sec. I need to step away before I just break. I'm sorry. Just to enjoy emotional support nonsense. Thank you for waiting on that one. Sorry. This is picked up again, so feckin' jobs are good in there. I can just kind of go. Oh. I just want to say, Legend and J-Post, like, thank you for throwing those bits into the test stuff. Like, even via the medium of testage. No, I'm trying not to go into the rage because I won't come back. I'm sorry, friends. I don't mean to. I was skirting like a full-on. I don't know if it was going to be a break stuff style breakdown, or if it was just going to be like a sad, like final moments of a creature and Watership Down level breakdown. But it was definitely going somewhere. I'm sorry, friends. It's just sadly it's knocked the wind right out of my sails. Right, and it's not on anybody. It's not on you lot. It's not on anyone. It's just of all the times to get stung. Like, I'm just gonna bounce everything internet-wise after this, and hopefully we don't end up with something like that for Armored Core. But just like of all the fucking times, because here's the thing, like. We probably need one more echo, maybe. But the next echo is on the other side of the fields. So we just need to make it across the fields, somehow. And from there, like, we'll be able to hit 6. Then we just need to find a scav that's karmically good enough to allow us to trick our way into the abyss. Like... It's by no means easy, but we've made headway. And it fucking kicks the wind out of me that was the bit when it all killed over. So Red Burning Dragon, the echo in question is actually one you've seen before. It's the person who, despite everything, still thinks with fondness of the great fields they used to tend. They're not the farmer, but... despite having touched the infinite void, I find my thoughts lingering here. I don't think perhaps they see the murder grass as murdery as it is. I think in their little noggin it's good times. Yeah, Anyway, let's focus on the highs. We have cleared a major hurdle, and we got to experience. Like Rainworld in its full, like when you flit from being under its heel to being its master and commander. You know, despite being peaceful and happy, we are doing a lot of murders. Evil Geek, I'm sorry I didn't see that you were going to call your ships Sinkin' Jimmy and Sail Goodman. I love those.
Who needs pigs on the farm when one has murder grass, right?
Oh, yeah. No, I've never stopped to consider it, but the fact that everybody in the city was unified in the whole, like, idea of ascension in Rainworld kind of makes you wonder what happened to the people who weren't. Murdergrass. Or the Saint just floats on by and goes, BLAM! Jeez, there's a reference and a half. Murdergrass is people! I mean, the evidence is there, friends. The evidence is there. God. And we're creeping up on 300 hours in Rainworld. And yeah, friends, like, after this, the only achievements left are expeditions, which is kind of like a bit of a roguelike mode, which is fun, but very repetitive if you're going for clear. And the other is the challenges, and there are like, what, 50 challenges? And for one of them, it's like you in an arena with 2 red armored millipedes. Enjoy, I fucking guess. Like, some of them is survive, like, some of them is evade, etc.
Viking 64 cat heart.
Right, J-Post, thank you. And Bacon, and all of you. Like, I'm sorry, friends, like, everything keeps just stacking on top. And, like, my mental health platform is so fucking rickety that one internet hiccup, and I'm just like, fuck! Blam! Didn't actually do that. I'm very proud. Went outside, I breathed, came back. So yeah. This is definitely where we're bringing our adventure to a close tonight. Because, like, if we suddenly lost all of our... If we suddenly lost all of our progress now, like, that's smashed pad clock, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is farewell, so long, goodbye. So... So yeah, friends, I just want to say just fucking thank you for today, alright? I'm going to try and run credits in a second, but despite me being a fucking disaster, you lot are still keeping me around, and just thank you. Tomorrow is going to be these hands versus them mechs, and we're going to have a little BattleBots watch party in the evening. So, we're going to have ourselves a very, very good time. Tomorrow is robots. We're not going to do the overall draws of nonsense. What we were going to be doing was drawing mechs for each of us so we could follow through the tournament. But it turns out, like, this BattleBots event is a like a special invitational, like winners of winners versus winners. So each event is going to be title card legends. Oh, and Crux, and sorry, and Dustin and all of you, thank you, alright? I will say, if Mr. The Twitch is silently watching with his gajillions of dollars, now would be the time to reveal yourself, sir. If you want to just be like, that would be great. But, joking aside, I got you lot keeping my dumb ass alive. Really, really fucking grateful for that. Sorry I'm a mess. I'm trying my darndest, you know. And part of that is not giving up, but also knowing when it's time to pack it in for the night. Usually I would be giving you all a big old choice of what's going down. Right now, Floydo's playing Full Void. We already played through that, so obviously we're not going to post spoilers and nonsense, but we get to sit there all smug like because we got to it first. And I really wanted to know what Floydo thought of that one, as I almost raided into the audacity of that bitch. No, we're going to raid into Playfame Plus. And Lizzie, like, thank you. Like, you and the mod team go fucking above and beyond. And, like, I'm holding on with a, you know, and a hope and a prayer to gods unnamed, you know? But, Real fucking grateful, right? Real fucking grateful. So, to the rest of you, tomorrow, Armored Core. If I get the chance, I will see you all on Discord later. Yeah, the sea lion, the wench, and the audacity of this bench. Yeah, no, friends, sorry. I guess I'm both fried and frazzled. So, have a lovely rest of your evening. Let's go hang out with Floydo, and let's go from there, alright? Tomorrow is just going to be nothing but giant robots and maybe necking a couple of Red Bulls and just seeing how fucking hard we can push my system. You know? It's going to be a good day. And even though this was a short stream, and even though we didn't... Sorry, I'm trying to finish saying goodbye to you. I've got Floydo up there, and he's experiencing how brutal and quick the deaths are in fucking full void. His kid's just getting fucking wrecked. Oh, we gotta get over there. Alright. Friends, love you all. Thank you for putting up with me. I hope I do enough to deserve even a smidgen of the amount that you all do, right? I mean that. I'm trying to say nice things and Floydo keeps dying. Alright, we're going over there. Yeah, no, Dustin, the credits are fucked. So all I can do is just say thank you personally, alright? So, right. Love you lot. See you tomorrow, unless I see you on Discord later. Tomorrow is mechs and battlebots. I would say don't do anything I wouldn't do, but that really doesn't leave a lot. So yeah. Now I'm gonna leave you all with Floydo, because Floydo's a bloody good egg. So there we go. And they're playing a really cool game, which is really fucking cool. Right. Have a lovely rest of your evening. And I'll see you tomorrow, friends. Good night. See, ending up on a little boogie.